Greetings, class. My name is Dr. Jared Rutledge. I will be your instructor this term. What you're looking at right now is a brief overview of our first unit or module for microbiology. As you can see, we have a module labeled here, Microbiology Unit 1, Chapters 1 through 5, and Overview and Lab for Labs 1 through 20. If you go ahead and click on that link, that will take you to our start page for the class. For the entire unit, this is everything that's due for the lecture portion. We have a dynamic study module for Chapter 1 due in week 2, syllabus tour and dynamic study module for Chapter 4 due in week 3. Your term paper selection is due in week 4. And in week 5, you have your homework 1 due, as well as our first exam. Here you can find my contact information. If at any time you need to reach out to me, I suggest using the inbox feature here in Canvas to send me a message. The reason why I suggest that is because it pushes it to my phone as a text message and my email simultaneously. And all of our messages are archived right here in the inbox forever. So if you say, but I sent you an email, it will be documented in this inbox, even if I don't have it on my personal email. So it works well as proof for you. The lecture materials can be found here. You can click on each one of these links for PowerPoints. The extra credits are due Saturday of each week, and you can click on each link here for details and how to submit your extra credit. Now, as a part of this class, there is a lab component. If you click on the lab tab, you are going to see information for the lab. These are your lab instructors and their contact information. This is the safety contract and the microscope care and safety guidelines. You can read over the vocabulary quiz, the study guides for the first exam, the pathogen reports. If you click on each one of these links, it will take you to instructions for how to fill out that pathogen report. We have the pre-lab information, the microbe isolation project, the unknowns project, and the micro presentation. These are the PowerPoints that we will be using for the first 20 laboratory experiments. If you were unable to get a lab manual for the first couple weeks of class, right down here we have scanned pages of the first few labs so that you have time to work with it. In our first unit of lab, we are going to be focusing on a lot of staining methods. Here I've provided several videos on how to do these stains. Please review these videos prior to coming to class to be prepared to perform these staining procedures. This final tab in our Unit 1 is the syllabus. You can click this link here to download a PDF version of the syllabus to read and keep for your own, or you can scroll through the syllabus as it is here. This has all the content, all the requirements, everything, the grading scale that we will be going over this term. At the end, you will see a lecture schedule for the term and a lab schedule. Please note that all of this information has already been populated in your calendar within Canvas. So if you click Calendar, see it says Microbiology, and if we go to the month, all of your items that are going to be due are listed in your calendar and pre-populated for you. If you click on the item, it will give you an overview of what the instructions are and when it is due. Now let's go back to our classroom. Okay, so that was the Unit 1, but you'll notice that there's chapters 1 through 5. In Unit Overview, you can click Next to Chapter 1. Chapter 1 has the PowerPoint lecture, an overview of the chapter, things to focus on in the chapter, as well as videos to help you understand material from that chapter. If you want to go on to Chapter 2, you can click Next. And again, overview of the chapter, important concepts, and an important video for you to watch. Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and Chapter 5. Each one of these content items will provide you important key bullet points that you should consider when studying your material. However, if you go back to Microbiology Unit Overview, you will see that we have Exam 1. If you click on Exam 1, you will get a study guide for that exam. And there is the study guide for the exam. Please don't hesitate to ask me questions if you have any. Again, please send me an email through the inbox. I'll be waiting. Thanks.